What's up, guys? Week 10, Drake Maye in my hometown of Chicago in a very windy environment and another good game. Now, not great, but the accuracy was excellent again. The arm talent was on display. The legs were also great. Just made a couple of bad decisions. And yeah, Drake Maye has certainly put the ball in harm's way too much so far this year. But I'd argue that he's more than made up for it with big plays and just creating beyond what the offense has actually provided him. Without further ado, let's just get to some film. Let's get flying through this. We got 9 minutes of Drake Maye film. Terrible snap. Doesn't matter. Collects it. He's a little bit too late because he had to waste all that time bending over to pick up the ball, so he can't hit the curl to the tight end. He moves up to buy some time, and he just dirts it. I believe that this is a throwaway. I believe that when he steps up and goes to throw it here, he recognizes if I actually put this in a catchable height, it's going to get picked off, and so he just throws it away. I think that's a really good play. Positive pocket movement, throwaway, not inaccurate at all. Bears fans were reaming me, saying, "Look, oh, you missed his first pass." No, he didn't. I do not believe for a second that he missed that pass. Here, steps up in the pocket. It's a neutral run, I guess, right? 30-yard line is the line of scrimmage. He steps up in the pocket to evade pressure at least once, maybe twice. And then he gains about 3-4 yards. Whatever, it's as good as a drag. Little motion. We know we have man, play action, and then dime. Not open, by the way. Nobody gets open. Ball's in the air. Jalen Polk is still sprinting his ass off, so he thinks he's accomplishing something, but he's not open. The dig to booty would be kind of open, but Jalen Johnson is in perfect trail position. This ball is 30 yards downfield. It is perfectly placed. This is an elite downfield throw, accurate deep ball. Great footwork, gets through 2 or 3 reads, right? He checks on Polk, his deep man. He quickly glanced at Butte, I believe, but you could convince me otherwise. At the very least, he's on his second read, and he's throwing a dime. Elite throw. Now, I don't love this decision to run. I call it a neutral run, but if you get to the back of your drop, and you've got Butte coming right across the middle, I believe that's Butte, you should hit him. I'd rather your receiver take a hit or try to make a play with his feet than you, the quarterback. They're sturdier. They're wearing more padding. But it's a good play. It gets a first down. Neutral run. A routine throw would have accomplished exactly the same feat, so I'm not going to freak out that he got the first down. But still, that's fine football. Here, really good job to bail out of the pocket. Escapes pressure. So this is really intelligent and mature. He pulls back right here. Sorry, I'll pause it. Right here, he pulls back because he wants to try to loft this ball over the linebacker, get it to the receiver who's running parallel to him. But at the last second, he realizes, I'm rolling left. That's a tall linebacker. The upside of me getting this ball to the receiver, the running back in this case, is that maybe we get a first down. The downside is the ball gets batted or picked. So instead, he tucks it, really intelligent, tries to run away, can't, and then uses his left arm to throw the ball away. It's 2+ pocket movements and a throwaway. It's a positive play, but more importantly, it's just really good maturity. It's a sign that the man's growing up, and he realizes he doesn't have to score a touchdown or make a big play every time he drops back. That being said, here, he kind of almost does. He doesn't have time to go through his progressions, right? He's at the top of his drop, and he gets to his first read, and it's Hunter Henry. And for whatever reason, he didn't like that throw. I would have thrown that ball, but alas, nothing else is open. He breaks a tackle, plus pocket movement, and he rolls out. Another plus pocket movement right here where he realizes I've got people about to hit me, and he still recognizes Pop Douglas running a makeshift corner route in the scramble drill. He puts this ball directly on KJ Osborne, right? He recognizes I've got Douglas going to the corner. It's going to draw Tyreek Stevenson off of Osborne. It's going to buy me underneath space, and he throws a dime 25 yards away, about 25 yards downfield, into KJ Osborne's hands. Unfortunately, KJ Osborne had already stepped out of bounds, so it doesn't count, but that does not change the accuracy of the throw or the manipulation of the cornerback. See his eyes. See how he keeps his eyes up the whole time? He never pulls them down as a runner. And then you can see he's looking to the corner, but he lofts the ball up underneath where KJ Osborne has leverage. And again, if he hadn't stepped out of bounds earlier for no reason, totally unprompted, absolutely would have been a touchdown. Great throw. Plus pocket movements, but alas. Routine throw. Little play action. This is insane. This is a rookie mistake, but it doesn't make it any better. Right here, you've got Kayshon Boutte at the top of the screen on a stop and go, right? So he runs this little out route, and it's supposed to pull number 32 up. He doesn't run the best route, but right here, Maye should see, I think I've got a chance with Boutte. I think he's going to win deep, and he kind of does. Alternatively, if he really wants to hit Hooper, he should be looking and seeing, oh, TJ Edwards 53 is directly in the way. There's really not an area that I can throw the ball to where the linebacker won't have at least as good a play on it as the tight end. Throw that ball away. He tries to kind of layer it over the linebacker, and that's really ill-advised. It's a terrible interception. And you're going to have to learn from that. So earlier, he made the really smart play to not try to throw through a linebacker while rolling to his left. He needs to apply that same logic to his right. That's just really stupid. And he knew it was stupid, and young quarterbacks will do dumb things. The key is to learn. And one interception never ruined anybody's performance, right? Like, he made up for that interception already with the amazing throw to, I believe it was Hooper earlier on the corner. Doesn't matter. Neutral run, same as a routine throw. Nice ball, routine throw, just a bad drop by Pop Douglas. I don't know what he's doing. Routine throw. Could have been a little better placed, but it was still catchable. That's fine. A lot of trickeration for very little reward, but I think the play was actually designed to go to Boutte deep. And it's not great when you've got a guy who runs a 4.6 or maybe a high 4.5 as your deep threat. I know that Boutte had a bad ankle at the combine, but like still. If 55 wasn't so hot on Maye's tail, if Maye had a little bit more time, I think the play was that he was supposed to throw that backside corner to Boutte very deep, but he recognizes that he can't. He gets the ball out to Pop Douglas, and it's lovely. Routine throw, plus pocket movement for throwing while being hit. This is a good throw. Really great job of spotting the open receiver, and instead of trying to like gun the ball to him, use all that arm strength, he puts some loft on it and allows the receiver to make an easier catch and get upfield. Solid throw. And then here, this is why I don't care about touchdown passes. Couldn't have been an easier throw. Every single one of us that has a right arm is making that throw. We got motion, so we know it's going to be zone, and it is zone, and Maye escapes the immediate pressure, rolls left, and this is tough because it was so close to being an amazing play. But Maye just doesn't put enough on it. And I've noticed that lately in New England is he's trying to use touch, and I believe that it's because his receivers have been dropping so many balls that he's trying to throw gentler to make it easier for them to catch the ball. And when you throw gentle, it messes with your ball placement. So 55 gets immediate pressure. Maye does a great job of bailing out to his left. He throws without setting his feet because 91 is pursuing him, and he's got an open receiver in Boutte. And if that ball's at the 20-yard line instead of the 30, it is a touchdown. But instead, he doesn't even make it to the 25. It's a bad ball. It's a bad deep ball. Yeah, maybe Boutte could have mossed the defender and made the catch, but the ball was way too short. It's a bad throw. That's not a bad throw. That's a solid throw. That's a great throw, right? Perfect. Ball is out at the break. Look at the anticipation. Right here, top of the drop. Nobody's open. But Maye knows what's coming. He knows, oh, my receiver's about to hit that post. The exact second, right there, that's the first step that the receiver made towards his break, right? It's where he stops running a straight line and starts to slant it off a little bit, turn it into a post, and the ball's coming out. And it's perfectly thrown with amazing ball placement and excellent velocity. You'll see how accurate it was right here, about 20 to 30 yards downfield. It's just gorgeous. It's exactly what you want to see. Not quite elite, because there was an easier throwing lane. You didn't have to drop it in a bucket, etc., etc. But an excellent throw. Routine throw. Just a quick slant. I know it looks pretty and it gains a lot of yards, but it's very easy. And that's why people build offenses out of that play. There's another routine, a plus pocket move for being hit while he throws. Great job to get the ball out before pressure, right? He feels 55 beating 59 like a rag doll. No left tackle, right? What happened to the blind side? Nobody open either. He actually throws with great anticipation to Hunter Henry on the curl right at the 45, but the ball gets batted. Batted balls happen. It's a bad throw. Another bad snap. May gets it out. Routine. You'll notice that May doesn't have a lot of awesome, awe-inspiring throws in this game, and it's largely just because they didn't have to do them. But when they did, bad tendency right here. This ball comes off his back foot, right? He doesn't step into it, and he's about to be hit, so I understand. But if you're going to throw the ball that far downfield, right? He's letting go of it at the 32, and he's aiming for like the 10-yard line. If you're going to throw a ball 70 yards, you need to step into it, unless you're God. Like, I don't even think Josh Allen can do that. So, plus pocket move for being hit, but this is a pickable ball and a bad deep ball. That's terrible. You want to have that ball at about the 10-yard line at the least, probably more like the 5 or even the goal line, and you want to have it on the left side of the field. You want to have it towards the bottom of the screen, right around where those numbers are painted, right by the H in Chicago. It's a bad ball. It should have been picked off. Pickable throw, bad deep. On the day, I have Drake Maye as 2 for 4 on deep balls. Really good job getting out, realizing this play ain't going to work. It's supposed to be a screen. It got blown up too quickly. There's a defender in his face as well. Just a good throwaway, plus pocket movement. Routine, plus pocket movement, throwing while getting blown up. Doesn't see anybody, takes off. This is probably the best thing going for him right now, is that he's just electric as a runner. It's a plus run, and I give him a bonus point because it was nice and long run. This is a good throw, and we're about done here. This game is about to get out of hand. Pickable. Should have gone the other way, right? I mean, if he leads the receiver, if he leads Hunter Henry over the top, he's got a touchdown. Ball should have gone the other way. So on the day, we have 2 of 4 on deep balls. One of them, the first one, Austin Hooper on the corner, perfect. Another one that, play that did not count, that out of bounds, running to the sideline, Joe Burrow in the playoffs against, I believe it was the Raiders a few years ago, looking play. Really great throw, 25, 30 yards downfield. Didn't count, but still an accurate ball. And then he had the 2 underthrown deep balls, which is becoming a problem when he's aiming for, 60 yards downfield. These really far downfield throws. He's not putting his full body weight into it, and the balls are not getting to where they need to be. So 1 elite throw, that Hooper throw, 2 great throws, 3 solid throws, 10 routine, only 3 inaccurate balls, aside from the 2 pickable ones. There was also a nearly intercepted deep ball that came back for a flag. It was a free play. I don't hold free plays against guys. 1 sack that I believe was not his fault. 3 throwaways, which is how you avoid taking sacks that are your fault. 1 really great run, 3 whatever runs, neutral runs, and then 16 times he extended a play or evaded pressure or otherwise had to manipulate the pocket to keep things going. Overall, I gave him a B. I thought it was a good game, not a great game. He was accurate on 76% of his attempts, aimed attempts, that is. That's really good, but it's not special. Accurate on 54.55% of his attempts of aimed passes if you take away all the easy ones, the screens, the quick curls, stuff like that. overall good, but not great, right? And in his prior three starts against Tennessee, against the Jets, and against Jacksonville, he had been legitimately great. So this is a little bit more of a step towards normalcy. Like typically, even really great rookies don't come out and immediately crush each of their first five starts. Still, having played significant snaps in 6 games, his average game grade is still a B plus, which is amongst the best in the NFL. A B plus or better is considered a great game in my opinion. Uh, I am a little concerned with his deep ball being underthrown so often. His deep ball is something that separates him from the pack. It's something that has made him special, including in the draft process. And he's still hitting 50% of his deep balls on the season. But underthrown deep balls do concern me a little bit just because it looks like he doesn't have the arm to get it there. And I'm wondering if that's a mechanical thing because he is taking something off of it and leaning back, as I talked about in the video. But I do wonder whether or not there's more there for him to give. And if he doesn't have the A plus range that I thought he might at UNC, that could change my evaluation of him. Otherwise, I mean, yeah, still rookie quarterback number one for me, clearly, especially after Caleb Williams put up that stinker on the other side. I'll be making a video of that shortly, and especially when Jaden Daniels stunk it up versus Pittsburgh. So, that's all I got for you today. If you like this, please hit like, please hit subscribe. Throw me a comment that just says, like, hey, it was good, or like, I enjoy. Just give me some positive feedback because I'm trying to figure out which kinds of videos get the most views, which kinds of videos people enjoy the most. I don't want to make stuff that nobody's going to see. So until next time, I'm just going to continue grinding film. Hasta.